If you're a homeowner, you might be sitting on a gold mine, without even realizing it. That gold mine is called home equity, and it could be the key to unlocking a steady stream of cash flow. Maybe you're looking to fund a new business idea, cover an unexpected expense, invest in another property, or just breathe a little easier with some extra monthly income. Whatever your goal is, your home might be able to help you reach it. But here's the thing, turning home equity into cash isn't just about pulling money out of your house, it's about doing it smartly. If done correctly, it can be a powerful financial tool. Otherwise, it can put your home and finances at serious risk. That's why understanding your options is critical. So in this video, we're going to break it down in plain English. We'll talk about what home equity really is, how you can tap into it, and the smartest ways to use that money without sinking into debt or making decisions you'll regret later. Let's start by understanding exactly what we mean by home equity, because if you don't understand the asset you're working with, it's hard to use it wisely. What is home equity? Home equity is one of those financial terms that sounds more complicated than it really is. Basically, it means the part of your home that you truly own. It's the value of your home minus whatever you still owe on your mortgage. So if your house is worth $250,000 and you still owe $100,000 on your mortgage, your home equity is $150,000. That $150,000 is yours. It's your stake in the property, and it holds real financial power. What makes home equity special is that it usually grows in two ways. First, when you make your monthly mortgage payments, you slowly reduce the amount you're owing. That builds equity over time. Second, if your home increases in value because of market demand, improvements you've made, or just natural appreciation, that adds even more equity to your name. So without even realizing it, you could be building up thousands of dollars in potential value just by living in your home and paying your mortgage. Many people don't realize this is a usable asset. They think of their home as something you only profit from when you sell it. But that's not true. You can actually tap into your equity before you sell, and use that money now. In fact, a lot of homeowners are doing just that, especially when they need funds for big expenses or want to start building cash flow from an existing asset. It's kind of like owning a fruit tree in your backyard. You don't have to chop it down to get something out of it. If you care for it and harvest it wisely, it can keep giving you fruit over and over again. That's how home equity works. You don't have to sell your home to benefit from its value. You just need to know how to unlock it the right way, in a way that doesn't put your home at risk or lead to regret down the road. So, how exactly do you turn that built-up equity into usable cash, not just for emergencies, but for real steady income? Let's look at some of the most popular and practical ways people are using their home equity to generate cash flow, right now. 3 popular ways to tap your equity for cash flow. Once you've built up equity in your home, the next question is, how do you use it to create cash flow? The good news is, there are several ways to do this without selling your house or turning your life upside down. But the method you choose should depend on your situation, which includes your income, your long-term goals, and how much risk you're comfortable with. For a lot of homeowners, the most common route is borrowing against their equity. It's like unlocking a door that only opens when you've paid enough into your home. The more equity you have, the wider that door opens. One way is by taking out a loan where your home serves as collateral. This lets you access a lump sum of money up front, which you can then use to invest, start a side business, or even renovate your home in a way that increases its value. If you're smart with it, the cash you pull out can start working for you instead of just sitting on your walls. Then there's the option of getting a credit line tied to your home's value. That's HELOC. As Forbes Advisor notes, the most popular ways to access your home equity without selling the home are cash-out refinance, a HELOC, or a home equity loan. This doesn't give you all the money at once, but it gives you access to cash when you need it. It's kind of like a credit card, but with better rates because it's backed by your property. This can be useful if you're looking to supplement your income or handle irregular expenses while keeping control over how much you borrow and when. Some people take it a step further by refinancing their home. This means replacing their current mortgage with a new one, usually to get better terms or take out some extra cash. It can be a smart move if you want to lower your monthly payments or lock in a lower interest rate. But it doesn't work for everyone. You need good credit, and the timing has to be right for it to save you money. Note that each method has its pros and cons. What they all have in common is that they convert your home equity into cash you can use now, not someday. And if you use that cash to build more income, that's where real cash flow begins. Still, turning equity into cash isn't for everyone. It can be powerful, but it's not without risks. Before jumping in, there are a few things you really need to watch out for. What to watch out for? Tapping into your home equity can feel empowering, almost like you've discovered a hidden savings account you didn't know you had. But before you rush into turning that equity into cash, it's important to slow down and consider what's at stake. While this can be a smart financial move, it's not without its risks. And if you're not careful, it can cost more than it's worth. The biggest thing to remember is this: your home is on the line. Anytime you borrow against it, whether through a loan, a line of credit, or refinancing, you're putting your house up as collateral. That means if things go sideways and you're unable to repay what you owe, you could actually lose your home. That's a heavy risk, especially if you're already living on a tight budget or relying on inconsistent income. Another thing to watch out for is overborrowing. It's tempting to take out more than you really need, especially when the numbers look big and the cash feels accessible. But borrowing more than necessary can make repayment harder and eat into the safety net your equity gives you. Once it's used up, it takes time and discipline to build it back. Also, keep an eye on interest rates and terms. As Becky Connor McDuffie, a senior loan officer, warns in Forbes, the biggest risk is rising interest rates, which can push payments higher than expected. What sounds like a great deal up front might come with adjustable rates or hidden fees that creep up on you later. Always read the fine print and ask questions until you understand exactly what you're agreeing to. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. And finally, be mindful of how you use the money. Turning your equity into cash flow is only beneficial if that cash is used wisely, like investing in something that brings returns or lightens a real financial load. Using it for short-term wants or habits that don't add value to your life can backfire quickly. The goal is to make your home work for you, not create more stress or debt in the process. So before you make any decisions, step back and ask yourself, is this move creating long-term financial health, or just a temporary fix? Because once you understand the risks and make a thoughtful choice, tapping into your home equity can be one of the smartest financial steps you take. At the end of the day, building long-term financial health means playing the long game. It's not just about what's possible, it's about what's wise. Your home is more than just where you live. It's a part of your story, your security, your sacrifice. So if you choose to unlock its value, do it with intention.
Let every dollar serve à purpose, not juste à passing désir.
And you don't need to be a financial expert to make a smart move. You just need clarity, patience, and a willingness to ask the right questions before getting started. Because turning your home equity into cash flow isn't just a financial decision. It's a life decision.
So before you sign anything, pause.
Breathe. Make sure the next step is one your future self will thank you for. If this video helped you feel more informed and confident about your financial choices, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We share helpful financial tips like this every week.